All right, guys, what's going on? Justin from 79 Productions, and today I'm about to take a little road trip to Slate Performance, and it's a drive, but let me show you what I'm taking there. So I picked up these wheels a while ago to do a Fast and the Furious Eclipse, and I'm probably not gonna go that route right now, and I'm gonna head down there, well, up there. I'm gonna head over there and take these wheels. The owner of the company, he purchased them from me, and you know, they built some cool stuff there, so I wanted to go see what they got, and we're gonna record while we're there. I am at Slate Performance Automotive, and I just dropped some wheels off to them for one of these Eclipses, and I figured, you know what, while I'm here, let me film one of the cars. So I'm gonna show you that. This is pretty cool. Now this is one of their smaller rooms, but this whole facility is pretty much theirs. So we're gonna walk through that in a minute, but let's show you this car first.
Hey guys, my name's Bryce with Slate Performance Automotive. We build these Fast and Furious replicas here. This one was actually a 96 Talon that we converted to look like an Eclipse, and it's actually the same thing after you get to looking at it. Under the hood here, we start out with pulling the engine out. We pull the head, we send the head off to the machine shop, get that all refinished, get that back, and we throw a fresh head gasket with ARP head studs, get that all back together, and then we move to the upgrades with the exhaust, the air intake, and to customer's choice, we'll upgrade the turbo as well. We also do a nice shiny radiator, and then with the big front mount in the front, with all that tied together, it gives you a really nice clean engine bay that also kind of, you know, is similar to the movie was. And then we also do the theme of the blue like they had as well. And then about the final thing we go through is we strip everything and we paint everything a fresh black to go with everything and tie it all together.
Now that's on the under the engine bay, under the hood. What do you guys do to the exterior of the car?
So when it comes to the exterior, you'll notice that every single piece of the body has been touched. The front bumper is swapped out, and we actually have to do numerous different things to get this to fit the way it does. Around the headlights, we do some support, it's up there, and then we do some supports down on the lower bumper.
Now I notice normally on headlights it kind of dips in right there. On these it doesn't. Is that what you're talking about?
Correct.
For the supports?
Correct. Yes, we actually go through and we reinforce a bar all the way from each side of the headlight to keep that lip up, and so then the plastic never starts to fold down like on most cars you will notice. So.
And on the side skirts, I notice you blend those in?
Yes, so the side skirts get fully formed in with the correct amount of fiberglass, get that all structured up so that there's no cracking, no future issues you'll have to deal with. And then when we move back to the rear, you'll notice that the bumper on the rear is actually formed in and you don't see a single body line. Now the reason we do that is it just gives that clean appearance, and then also the flow of the graphics just goes with the car and you don't even notice.
You know what? I didn't even notice that when I first looked at it.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, that's kind of what we go for, to where you wouldn't even notice it's done, but a true Eclipse fan would know.
Now, let me ask you this. Dylan explained how you do the roofs, the sunroofs?
Yes.
Because all of these cars come with sunroofs, the GSXs and the GSTs come with sunroofs, so what do you guys do there?
So actually, it's crazy. We start by removing the headliner, we strip the whole sunroof out of the car, and then once we get into the inside, you'll notice actually it gets...
Now guys, the inside of this car is not finished. This still is a work in progress. They're not done with it.
Correct.
So...
And you'll notice that the headliner, we completely transform into a hardtop headliner, so then you don't even notice the sunroof's been stripped. And then on the upper here, you'll notice that we add in our roof scoop, but not only do we add it on, we add tons of layers of fiberglass to make sure this sucker is nice and solid. You aren't never gonna get this ripping off down the highway. You'll never see any cracking around the front here, and it's perfectly even all the way across. We go for that mostly because, you know, when the car's going 100, say even over that down the interstate, you don't want to see...
Or 140 like in the movie.
Exactly. You hit 140 once you get them big bottles in the back. So yeah, you got to have that structured up. So that's the number one thing we do right there.
Now this isn't completely screen accurate. That one doesn't have the screen accurate wing, right?
Correct. So this is actually our version of if the customer doesn't want to pay the full expense for the real wing or a replica of the real wing, then we go with this one. This is the closest replica to it. Now, this one does not look bad whatsoever, and it still fits the car. It's just not the movie screen accurate one.
Now, guys, when he says if the customer doesn't want to pay for the screen accurate one, guys, these parts, trying to find parts that were built in 99, 2000 is almost impossible. So, you know, a lot of you guys are gonna say, oh man, that's not right. But guys, look, a set of these wheels for the Axis 7 wheels run like $4 or $5 grand now. So now, of course, guys are gonna swap different wheels out. Now, trying to find these wings, I've heard is someone paying like $1,500, or is it more than that? Or
oh, yeah.
Like it goes way up. Now, keep in mind, guys, back in 1999, 2000, you could probably buy these wings for like $200-300, and now it's like went up, you know, 5-10 times the amount. So, you know, it's all on the customer what they want for these. So, but is there anything else that you guys
you know,
I mean, most of it is like the body is pretty accurate.
Yeah, we go for the most, the body, and just looking at it, we always go for as screen accurate as we can get it. And even when you look at the reverse lights in the bumper, a lot of people will get those thrown off, and we actually go for the screen accurate look there. And even the license plate, you notice that we throw on the back is always representing the screen accurate one. Besides that, to the customer's request, we even sometimes try to do the exact exhaust output right there, the exit there. And then besides that, if they want the mirrors, you might have noticed on the other car, they actually have the screen accurate mirrors, and not a lot of places.
And the other one has the wing as well.
Correct, it actually has the wing as well. And if you want, we could take a look at that in a minute, and I can show you the differences on the mirrors and the wing there. But besides that, that is mainly it. And then it gets the traditional hood pins, of course, that you have to have. And I think that's mainly it.
All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap the video up here. Was super excited about taking a trip down to Slate Performance Automotive, and I drove to Indiana. You know, I sold those wheels to the owner, and you know, it was worth it for me to drive there. I got to sell the wheels, and I got to film some cars. It was a great experience, and I kind of want to get back out there, guys. Seeing a lot of the stuff that they did, it kind of motivated me to get back on a lot of the projects that I'm doing and stuff that I'm trying to do with the channel. You know, anytime you can see something, guys, whether you go to a shop, go to a car show, and you can get inspiration for your projects, that's going to help you move forward. And that's kind of what it did for me. So was very excited about it. Happy that I got to see the Eclipse. You know, as a lot of you guys who are following me on Instagram, and you know, you guys know that I am building an Eclipse, and you know, that's gonna come to the channel soon. But right now, guys, we're gonna be finishing up on the Integra. This is gonna be painted this week, and the hatch is at the paint shop right now. So a lot of you guys who are asking about the hatch, that's going to be getting painted as well. So I'm kind of doing a lot of things here and jumping around a little bit, but we're getting stuff done, so that's great. But that's it for this one, guys. I'm going to wrap the video up here. If you would like to support the channel, pick up some merchandise. Merchandise sales help because it goes directly into building these projects. So pick up some merchandise. I'll put the link in the description, and that's it for this one, guys. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at 79 Productions, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless you guys.